What's up, dude? This is Muhammad Khan, and today we are going to be working on an HTML course. Let me just check if this is recording. Yes, it is recording. Let me just pop something in the chat. What is up? Let me minimize this. Okay, so you guys just got a sneak peek at what it looks like. So let me just go into my Let me go into my index.html file, and let's just start coding. So this is the file. This was almost all we were gonna make, but we're gonna do some more stuff. Let's create a style attribute to style our web page. Let's create a head attribute. I forgot something very important. Enter. I wanted to say exclamation. I wanted to say doc tab. Autocomplete. Doc tab. Doc. Enter. So we got almost all of it filled. We can just delete the style tag. I don't know why they. Oh, there we go. We have this. And let's just change the title to something we want. Like, let's set the title to maybe, I don't know what to set it to. You guys, if you want to tell me what to set the title, you just drop it in the comment box below, and then maybe I'll set it to that. For now, let's just set it to my website. There you go. After the head tags comes the body tag. That's where we write most of our code. And I'm forgetting something very important right now. I want to say not doc type. It's not doc type HTML. Right here we want to say in our body tag we can put whatever we want. But for now we're just going to say h1 tab. We're going to put maybe some whatever in here, like HTML. Let's just put HTML for now. And then we have another tag, which I'm going to put after the head tag, called. There's another tag called HTML style, which basically lets you style your HTML. So let me just say style. No, it's not styling your HTML. It's styling like your website itself. So if you want to look at what we have so far, I can just save it, and I can go right here and refresh. We have this thing called HTML now, because we decided to make a header 1 tag called HTML, and it basically just did that. So now we have a header tag called HTML. We want to style that header tag to what we want. Like, let's just style it to maybe like a very simple thing called. First, let's set the font. The font color. So set that. So color. So hashtag 000 is black. We don't want it to be 000. And let's set it to orange. So now in Satan, and we even want to set the font. I don't like the serif font. I want to say font dash family, font family, and you can see we have all these humongous fonts, all these fonts. Let's just set it to something we want, like maybe what should I set it to? You guys can drop it in the comments below, but for now I'm just gonna set it to cursive. It's not really cursive, but you know, it's kind of cursive, you know. It's just like if you would write it with regular handwriting. So this is what you would do if you would write it with regular handwriting. If I save it right now and I go here and refresh it, you guys will see I have HTML written in orange text and handwriting that you would actually write with your regular hand. And now I want to create this isn't the only tag. This isn't the only header tag. I want to copy this. I want to paste it 6 times. You can, if you guys are following along, great. But yeah, you guys can follow along with me. But be sure to like play around with the code. I'll include the code in the description. I'll actually like put it in the GitHub if I forget to do that, you know. I'll try and remember to add the code in the description. The link to the code. I'm gonna just paste that. Let me just count 3, 6, 7, 5. Now let's go ahead and that's H1, H2, header 2, header 3, header 4, header 5, and header 6. Let's change these. Header 6, header 5, header 4, header 3, header 2, and header 1. So we're gonna get, now if I just save this and I refresh it, we get like a little trapezoid shape with HTML written in it. Let's add like different text. Let's customize the text. Do like HTML is this one, and we're gonna say cool. We're just gonna say put exclamations in the put 3 exclamations here. Okay. And now we just want to say 1 exclamation right here. Let's save it. Control S. Refresh. Alright. So you guys can see we have in the very top we have HTML. In the bottom we have is, and then after that we have cool and etc. 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 Now let's just copy this H1 tag in our style attributes. Copy. Why I'm copying it is we don't have to do it a bunch of times. So let's first do the first 3, and let's set the color. So H3, orange. Set it to maybe like sky blue. Let's set this one maybe like to blue. Let's save it. Control S. And now when I refresh, one is regular, one is orange, one is sky blue, and one is blue. Now I want to customize the rest of these. I don't like the font or anything else. So this is why I only did the first 3. So I can just copy this and go right here and paste, and boom, we have that. Now let's set the H4 to be, oh, I never customized this. H4, H5, head H6, and now let's just say after we do, let's set this to maybe like, if you guys have a color, drop it in the comments below, but for now I'm going to use, yes, I'm going to use this color. I don't know how to spell it, this is why I just use that. Blanche, whatever. I don't know how you say that, but you know. Let's set this one to, instead of sky blue, let's set it to maybe like, let's set one to black. And now we can set this one to maybe like, not orange, not, blue violet. Let's just set it to blue violet for now. Blue violet. So it's gonna be a purplish color. Refresh. You guys can see what the color. Wait a second. We don't have anything right now. The only thing that changed is the font. Oh. Let's set it to something else instead of black, the H5, because it's pretty confusing. Maybe like, I don't know what to set it. If you guys want to, you can drop it in the comment box, chat. But, yeah, no. I just want to set it to a good color that I didn't use. People, oh, I know. Let's set it to coral. No, crimson. Crimson. Let's refresh. Ah, forgot to save it. Go here, save, here, and refresh. You guys can see everything has a different color now. Woo! 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 And then delete the extra line break. So this, and now I want to introduce you guys to a new tag called two new tags actually. One called the comment tag, which lets you make a comment. We're just gonna call this like headers. Header. Header tags. So these are gonna be our header tags, and the other character I want to introduce you to is HR tab. So what HR does is it simply just makes a gray line going across the whole web page. It doesn't matter how long the web page is, it just makes a line across like the whole web page. So if I save this right now and I go right here and I refresh it, it does this. And what comments do is they're helpful for humans to understand. The computer does not know what these mean. We don't know what code means. Some people don't know how to code. So this is what comments are for. It helps people who don't have any experience with that language to get some more experience with that language. So that's why I just added a comment right there. Right back here. Well, after our HR, let's add like a comment right here. And in this comment, we are going to write, wait a sec. Oh, right. We are going to creating our own form. Okay. And on our form, there's something called a form tag. We want to do that form. We want to say tab. When we want to get rid of this action tag, you don't really want to know. You don't need to know what that means right now. Almost at the end, after we create our form, we are going to put that action tag back in, and we're going to create another file. But for now, we just have to focus on our form tag. In our form tag, we want there to be like 4 things. Where an input field where you put your name, which is only your full name, which is the max characters are going to be 50, and the other thing is going to be we need an email field. So users can put their email in. The third field, we want like a drop down where people can select their no, not their age. I don't know what it's called. Oh, their car. and the fourth one, we are going to create the submit button. And I think we should add some more after we do this. But for now, let's just focus on those four things. Let's just say div tab. And inside, I'm using div so it puts like a line break in between everything. So there you go. So after I have that div, I want to say, right, so we said we wanted a name. So let's just say input. The input tag basically lets you get input. And we want to say type equals, it's set the type to text, and we want to say we want to say max length, no, minimum, min length. The minimum length is going to be 3. No, 2. Okay, because Joe is a 3-letter name, and the max length is going to be equals 50. So we want them to put their full name because your full name can't be 2 letters long. Max length or 10 letters long. Yeah, let's put. Yeah, I think 3 is good. 3 is good. Okay, now we can go in here, put enter. We want to create a div, another div tab. And this one is going to be for the email input. So just want to say input. Why did I do this? Input and input tab type. The type for this is not going to be text. It's going to be email. And we don't have to write anything else because in HTML the email tag automatically says if there is no like at symbol, it's gonna put like say you don't have an at symbol. And it just warns them about every error in their email. So now we want to create another div. So this is going to be our third thing that we add. This is going to be a drop down. So we want to say select. Okay. The name of it. No. Yeah. We're going to create. First of all, we want to delete all these tags. Select name equals. Let's just say car. So this is where the user is going to select their car. We want to put like a label for car. I just want to say choose your car. Okay. So this is basically going to let them choose their car. You just have to click that and then there are going to be drop downs. So for the first thing, let's just put so the first thing in your select tag is going to be an option tag. Option. Okay. So the option, and we want to set the value to be one of the cars. So Toyota. One is going to be, we're just going to say Toyota. Let's say Toyota. I'm going to say either the Toyota. We're just going to say Toyota _ Camry. We want to go at the end of this, and we want to say Toyota. See, and see that we have Toyota right here. That's what we want to change. We want to change that to Toyota Camry because we just want to be a little bit more specific. And now we want to add another option called option, tab, and let's just say Toyota Corolla. If I'm spelling it wrong, you guys can correct me in the comments. Toyota. This one isn't going to be a Camry. This is going to be This is going to be the Toyota Corolla, as I said. Corolla. Ah. Corolla. There you go. I'm going to create another option, and we want to say value for this is going to be Toyota. No, I don't really know a lot of this, so let's just say Honda underline Civic, Honda Civic. And of course there are more cars, but I'm just gonna do this much cars. I'm just gonna say Honda Civic. There you go. Now let's save this. We want to refresh. So look, we have this. And enter our name. Let's just put in one bigger. Okay. You can count how many characters. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You can see it's only letting me 50 characters max. Because I told it only 50 characters max. I mean, now we can put our full name in here, so maybe let's just say John Smith. That's not my real name, by the way, if you wanted to know. Let's put in an email like John Smith at maybe like gmail.com. Wait, and now I'm gonna make an error in my. You guys know that you can't add a semicolon in your email, but I'm gonna do something silly, and I'm gonna add. No, this is only gonna work when I add the submit button. So I need to add my submit button. So there you go, John Smith at gmail.com. Now I choose a car, like now I can choose from these 3 cars, maybe like Toyota Camry, Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic. I think I can add one more option. Hyundai. Forgot what it's called, but yeah. Let me just delete this. I don't really need it. And the next thing we are going to be doing is after we add like our submit button, we are going to be doing something else. I'm going to save it, Control S, refresh. Now I add something here. And I wanted to add something else, something else in here. So we added our drop down, but I wanted to add something else. So let's create another div. And in this div, we are going to make the user select their birthday, the date they're filling this form in. So let's just say date, input, and the type is going to be date, label for date. We're going to say keep the name of this, name, date. I'm going to say when are you filling this form. Control S, refresh it. No. So now you can see we added this thing where it lets you select the date. So it's right now today in the US. It's right now. It's 10/24/2020. Might be different time. And if I select something else, I can just say to date, and it's gonna make it back to today. Now I'm gonna add something else that lets you select the time. So div label time. Let's see. I want to say input. Yeah. Input. Let's say time. Space, and we want to say keep the name of it. Time. So we added that. Now if I save this, I go here and refresh. So I have this. Oh, forgot to say current time. And I just save it now and I refresh. So you can see, as you can see, it lets you select the time. Right now, it's 4:02 p.m. right now in the US. Okay, I can just select that for 2 p.m. Okay. That's basically when they're filling the form, what time they're filling the form in. And I just wanted to add these for fun. We want to say input, submit. And we want to say submit. The submit is basically going to redirect them to another web page. So that's what the action tag was all about. And we want to add that action tag after we write all this. After we write that. We want to just say value. And let's just keep the value of this, maybe like all finished. All finished. Can I say file? No. What the heck am I? Control S. Okay. Now I'm gonna go here and refresh it. So I have this button called all finished. It's just gonna redirect me to the same web page over and over and over again. But we want it to go to like another like a whole new web page. So we want to add that action tag back in. I mean attribute. And we want the target of this to be something called done.html. We didn't create this yet, so we have to create it. So I want to right click on here. I want to create a new file called done.html. Sorry, enter. And then here, let's just create an anchor. H1 tag. H1 tab. It just says like, thanks for your results, whatever. And for your results. Say form. We just create that submit button again. Button is a type. We want to say the action of this is it's going to take you to I forgot. Oh, it's going to take you back to index.html. So let's just say index.html. And in that button, where that button is, inside that button we're just going to say fill in another another response. Okay. So after we fill in, after we do that, we will have this. We'll have that right here. So let me just. So we need to save both of these files now. Control S. Now I want to go here. I want to refresh. You guys won't see any changes because we need to click all finish to get to the new web page. So let's just do this one like John. Let's add Goofy and make it like J. Now let's just say all finished. See? So you can see it says the length is too small. So, and I can just say Joe's. I can say all finished. But yeah, let's refresh this page and do this all again. And let's put in like a real valid name, John Smith. Let's just say John S. at, maybe like fishy.com. So let's just choose one car, like let's just choose Honda Civic. Let's choose a date, maybe like 30th October 20. Let's change the month to maybe like December, and probably December 2024. I don't know. Yeah. December 2024. December. Alright. So you can see I added that. So now I can be silly and change the time, maybe like to 9:13 a.m. This isn't the current time. Unless I can just say all finished. It took me back to this. Took me to done.html. Now I'm going to say fill in another response. And it's now working. Because I think we need to add it into a form. Let's just create another form right here. Form. And the action of this is going to be back to index.html. And in here we want to say submit. Yeah, I want to create like a submit type input. Submit. So the submit time is basically, and we're just gonna say value equals quote. Just say another for short purposes. Control S. Go here. Refresh. So we got here. Let's go here. It redirected me here. And I keep on redirecting myself everywhere. And let's actually change the color of this H1. So maybe like enter H1 style. I'm going to create the style tag and H1 inside it. H1. And we want to say, in our H1 we want to say, I forgot. Oh, right. We want to change the color of it and the font. So, color. Let's change the color to maybe like, yeah, crimson. And semicolon. The font dash family. Colon space, semicolon. And the font family, and we want to select the font from the font family. We're going to use the Consoles font for now. Consoles. Because I like the Consoles font a little bit. So let's go back to index.html. Let's actually save this. Let's refresh this page. Let's just say, put in our name, like John Smith. Let's say John S at ff.co. Let's put today. See that for 11 p.m. All finished. So we have this in a crimson color crimson. And it says, "Thanks for your results in the console is font." And I can just say another, Alright, we're done creating our form. It's a pretty huge form, but it's done. Let's just say put an HR, because we are going to be adding something called an iframe. And if you're not sure what an iframe is, it's just basically a frame where you have another website on your website. It's just like, it's not really displaying, like you can actually interact with the website. It's basically like that website is in your website, and you can do stuff with that website in your website. So we are going to be using a website called source. So in the source, where it says source, that's where we are basically writing where the website, where it's going to show what website. I know a really good website called FRIV for school.io. Let's go here. No, I think, yeah, let's use this one. And the frame border, we can set it. We can set the frame border, but I don't want to mind that right now. But yeah, now I want to set something called the width. And the height. Okay, so that's gonna let us set the width of the window, so how I can't describe it, like how high it's gonna be and how long it's gonna be. So let's just set the width to maybe I don't know. Maybe let's just set it to 1,000. Let's set the height to maybe 800. 800. Yeah, 800. 800 is good. And if you're wondering what website FRIV is, FRIV for school.io is, it's basically a game website, And game websites, I tried some other website. It said those websites don't really work. This is why I'm using this. I test this out before, so I know it's gonna work. After this, let's just put an HR tab. So we have another line. Now let's save this file. Go right here and Control R to refresh. Oh, I want to say https://https://FRIV4school.io. Now I can save it. Control S and refresh. Now it's gonna work. So this is actually the website. This is how actually the website looks like. Wait, I want to zoom out a little bit. You guys can see. So you guys can see it has all the functionality. I don't actually have to write manual code for this. And you guys can see it actually worked. And I have a website that's on my website. So if you guys are wondering, okay, what if it doesn't have all the functionality? It actually does have all the functionality of the regular website. So I can actually click on a game, and it's gonna redirect me to that page. So let me actually do that. Show you guys. I don't know which one to do. Yeah, let's use Subway servers. And you just put it in full screen to look at everything in full screen. I agree. Continue. Okay. So woo! Wow! So I played Subway servers before. Wow! See? So now it basically worked, and now look. See? The police got me, and this isn't the only website that works. There are other ones too. Like, let's try. Oh man, yeah, you can select the game from here. We're gonna do Temple Run. Let's check out what Temple Run looks like. I agree. It's called Tomb Runner, whatever. But it works.
Babe, I started the car 10 minutes ago.
What? I don't need it.
Remote engine start with climate control via smartphone. In the most comfortable Subaru Outback ever. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 63 months on the 2020 Subaru Outback.
If you're wondering, there are a lot of ads in this website. Believe me. Woo! So it works. And if I crash, the man will die, obviously. So you can see, if I just do that, he'll fall. And let me just do it again. And if I get smacked into that works. And there are worse. So if I fall, you guys know. It's just like the regular Temple Run. Refresh it. Okay. And as you noticed, when I get on the website, my cursor changed. I bet you guys noticed that. And that's because if I go to the regular website right now, let me just open that up. Right before school.io. You can see my cursor is changing. And in my website, the cursor is changing too. That's because it takes all the code that's on that website, and it basically just pulls that code over here to your website. So you can use that code. Oh, it's better if you use iframes and just use it to project your whole screen instead of write the whole code HTML, write all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's really unnecessary in HTML. The necessary thing is you just have to go into the website, do everything. And there's even this one called Draw Climber, which I like. I agree to play. Just put it in full screen. What Draw Climber is, you just have to draw
Babe, I started the car 10 minutes ago.
What? I don't need it.
Remote engine start with climate control via smartphone. In the most comfortable Subaru Outback ever. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 63 months on the 2020 Subaru Outback.
These are just ads. And I'll send you the link in the description for this website too. Play. No. I played this game before. Whoosh. Now look. So I basically just draw lines, and there's this thing collecting coins. Okay. that worked. So next, and I can play it again. So so this is the other level. Let's use let's use another shape. I don't know. I know it's stuck. Now I can use another shape. That worked. Stuck again. It's gonna fall down. Ah. Sorry. I'm gonna use my old one. This one. I like this one better. It's better. So that works. Now let's add like a little image. Let's add an image. So let's refresh my page. Okay. So let's add a new tab. Let's add like an image. So I don't know like what image to add. Maybe like I don't know what to like put. Image, what image? I don't know, just a water bottle. Water bottle picture. Okay, so these are pictures of water bottles. I'm just gonna add one. There. It's just, you know. We go here. Yeah. Let's put my Chrome window in full screen. Click one of the water bottles. There you go. Click it. We'll open that right here. And when I click, I can just copy link address, and I can just go in a new tab and paste it, and then it'll take me to this. Okay. So that works now. And now, wait a sec. What's this one? Oh, this is some other thing. We're gonna go back to our website. We copied the link address. Now I want to make something called an image tag. Tab, image, no. Oh no. IMG. I want to go here and I want to say source equals paste. So that's the source. Let's say alt equals the quote. Inside the quote, we want to just like write something. Water. Are you thirsty? Thirsty. Here, water. I'm just gonna delete the beginning of it where it says water stays and there you go. Okay, now I want to refresh. Control S. I want to refresh. Go all down. This didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. This usually does work. But yeah, you guys get the point. You can add images into your HTML file. But now I want to add something called an anchor tag. I want to go all the way up here, and I want to style it somewhere. H1A. I want to do something called a hover. Hover. I don't know. Let's delete this H1A. Let's say anchor is always going to be without the space. HOVER, hover, colon, RGB, red. Wait, I think this is the tag. I don't know. So this is basically what color it turns when you hover over it. Let's. The color of our anchor tags are going to be color colon. It's gonna for default it's gonna be blue. When we hover over it, it's gonna be red. There you go. Now we want to refresh. We want to go where we defined our A tab. So anchor tag let you put in a link to in your website. Let's do that right now. We're just gonna, and here in the middle of our A tag, we want to write what the link is gonna say. So let's just say here, I don't know. Oh, it's gonna say board go web real. Okay, so this is just gonna take them to the real website. Now let's just say the source. No, we put something called an href, and inside that href, we want to say where that link is gonna take you. So it's just gonna be https://friv.com for cool.io. There you go. And now if I save this and I refresh it, so it says board go web real 1. Let me put this window in full screen. It's really hard to see this. You guys can see that? I was afraid of this not working. So the hover doesn't work. Doesn't know what that means. Let's make a new tab. And let's put in right here our file // and then go to the desktop course and then html.index.html, and we were customizing this. We want to save it, refresh it. Why isn't the color working? Oh, I set the color to blue. That's why it's not working. Let's set it to something else, maybe like red. See how many things there are in here that start with an H? So that's the, yeah. Okay, I want to save it, refresh it, and you can see we have a red link. Let's make it a little big. I don't like this little small link that you guys can't see. Maybe let's make the width, font dash size. The font size is gonna be maybe like 100 pixels. We want to save it, refresh this, and we get, okay, so we get this huge, there's this huge link at the bottom, which is actually going to take us to the real website. So I'm going to take it to the real one of this. So if I click this, it took me to the thing I saw in my iframe. But I don't like this. It just put it like right smack on our, put it smack right on the, you know, put the, it just permanently wrote over the tab that we were on. We don't like that. We want it to go to a new tab. So, I want to open up VS Code and go right here. And if you guys want to download VS Code, the link is in the description box below. Board and what were we gonna do again? Oh, right, it's right over that tab. I want to go minimize that. I want to write board, go to that, and we want to say put something called a target tag, target thing, whatever you call it. You want to call it target variable. We want to say blank. Just gonna, and we want to go to back to Chrome, and we want to. And then now if I go to I forgot to save it. So go back here, refresh, and then if I go to Web Real One, you can see we have it's opened up in another tab. Okay, so guys, that was it for today, and I will see you guys in the next video.